sync when you're playing Tracer. But we're okay. We're doing alright. Not going too badly so far. I just say the biggest thing is just being aware of like your engaged timing, like going in with a plan and going and knowing like I can get in and I can kill Anna and then get out and my team is busy shooting them, so there's not going to be many things shooting at me. The second there's like 5 people shooting at you or coming after you, it's just too dangerous. You just got to be so careful that you can't do anything. Okay, we've taken all the right routes as well. I actually don't like going up here though. I prefer taking the low route because you can get around here faster, but we end up going this way anyway, which is good. But we just use a couple of too many blinks, not going the right way, doing it. And hey, free kill. Free kill city. This time we do destroy the Torbjorn. You notice we didn't even get headshots there and we just instantly killed him. Like, this is one clip and a melee. Dead. That's how not scary Torbjorn is. And honestly, we could have gotten away with not even recalling here, just because we have 3 blinks. We could have blinked very quickly and gone back to the large health pack that's just this way behind us. Saving the recall, making sure, because this is actually quite a long cooldown, so we want to be a bit careful when using it. You notice there's nothing engaging out here, so we're actually pretty safe. Okay, focus target, onto the Anna. Good stuff. And again, like, this is the kind of position we want to be, right? Floating around the outskirts of the fight. Now we've blinked into the fight, now it's a little bit dangerous, now we're sort of in a big cluster mess. Luckily, they're sort of, you know, losing the Torbjorn and having a Torbjorn anyway, just making it a bit weak for them. Now we want to be getting on the Lucio. This is where I wanted to talk about tracking while we watched this happen. So Overwatch is an interesting game because in Overwatch, when you're tracking, the best thing to do is actually lead the target ever so slightly. You want to put the crosshair kind of in front of the target. It's just something I've noticed playing a lot of Overwatch is the worst thing you can do is sort of be trailing behind them, and that often happens when you're just trying to put the crosshair on someone. The thing that I try and do is I try and lead the target ever so slightly. Just put the crosshair in front of where they're going to be going or where they're going to be moving to, and I find that works a lot better. And what I noticed when I was watching sort of, you know, this arduous process of trying to kill a Lucio, because killing Lucio is pretty hard as Tracer, I'm not going to make light of it, I'm not going to say that it's an easy thing to do. Just put the crosshair in front of him a little bit and you'll find it works so much better. Okay, let's comment on some of the stuff happening throughout all this fight. Like, we're actually doing the right thing as well. Like, we're forcing Lucio to sort of take these routes outside, but he's not on the point, getting a line of sight. When Lucio swaps onto speed, we can actually afford to start dishing damage to a couple of other places. Well, honestly, we're doing the right thing by just following this Lucio around, making his life a bit too busy and a bit difficult. Now that Anna is back, now we want to shift our focus onto the Anna. I don't mind that pulse bomb, actually. I think that was actually, I would have gone for the same pulse bomb. I probably would have moved forward a little bit, just run forward and probably thrown it more this way, just because she's facing this way, so she's probably likely to run that way. But honestly, I'm fine with that pulse bomb, because it just zones the Anna out for a little while as well. We don't want to be changing back to the Anna now, just because, like, as I said before, killing Lucio can potentially be healed by himself, and Anna can only really be healed by Lucio and a grenade. Which we can deal with. The fact that we just run into Farah here, that feels bad, man. And honestly, like, the second we blink here and we see this, we should be thinking about a blink towards this way, probably. Just because at this distance, she ain't gonna miss. So we gotta be evading. Where did your badge go? Where did your badge go? That's so weird. I don't control that. Well, that just happened. And you might be thinking, hey, we're near the end of the video, but it's 1-1. It's because there's actually 2 videos mixed into this. We don't want to be doing this. This has 0 value for us. Rolo gets knocked off. This is why, guys, if you are playing against a team with a Farah and a Lucio on it, and a Diva, don't go this way, because this happens. And gone. And we almost went off as well, and if we do go off, we have to use recall, which is a 12-second cooldown that we want to have available for when we fight, because when Tracer uses recall, she's suddenly really vulnerable. Don't go this way. Just for, like, Tracer can go this way, Genji can go this way, the entire team, you ain't going that way. You ain't doing that, son. Because then this happens. And now we've used sound barrier in a fight that we're already kind of losing. We get hit by sleep dart, feels bad, man, it happens to everyone, don't worry about it. We can just blink away, blink around, maybe get a recall in a couple of seconds if we need it, but honestly, we should be pulling back. Lucio completely dropped the ball there. Why he used sound barrier there, I don't know. Why are we using the bomb here? I don't know. Roadhog's already dead. Everything's gone bad already. They've already done a ton of damage. They have ultimate advantage because they won the first fight, so we can't be engaging this hard when we have a disadvantage, because anytime we do get an advantage, they will just swing it back. We use 2 ults, they use 1 so far with just using the Shadow. We use Tac Visor now. We're getting some kills, but now they're just putting resources towards defending, and they should be able to hold here. They should be able to hold here. I can't actually remember the outcome of this fight, so I'm prepared to eat my words, because hey, it's silver and gold, who knows. Roadhog's now come back, he's dealing a lot of damage, he's dropping a bit low, down he goes. Luckily, like, again, we're doing actually the right thing by coming in here, because we are Tracer. Again, we can take liberties. Would have been nice to pick up a health pack on the way in, just because, like, for some reason we don't pick up the health pack around this corner. So there should be a health pack right here. Just right behind us is a health pack. Just please pick it up. Because we have so little health, we can't afford to take any liberties with it. Or if that health pack was gone, there's a small health pack just, like, behind us this way, near where my face is. So yeah, we definitely want to go and pick that up. Because as you can see, if I move my chair out of the way, like, this isn't a big health bar, as the green fast encroaches. Still, we are doing the right thing. I'd be happier if we were on full health when we did this, just because we can then take some liberties. We have recall available, we have 3 blinks in the tank. We can afford to sort of help try and fish in a little bit of damage and maybe try and salvage this. Now that let's... And whoop! Woohoo! Okay, he gets booped. I saw that hook and I thought, what? What? This, to me, is a team fight that is kind of in a desperate situation. We might be able to get the Lucio. Good. Now it's getting scary. Blink back. Good, good, good. And honestly now, we can salvage this. As Tracer, we can win this fight. Because there's nothing here that can actually threaten us. And that sounds really bizarre to say, but we can keep ourselves at a distance where D.Va cannot actually hurt us. Like, there's no reason for D.Va to get into us. The only way that she damages us is by rocketing into us. And Lucio's healing, Lucio's passive healing alone will keep us alive. And like I said, Reinhardt in this big arena, Reinhardt can't touch us. The only time Reinhardt touches this is when we walk into him. We get a pulse bomb, we put it on Reinhardt's back, correct? 3 people run into it. We take the point. Then we get a bit cocky. And we stop paying attention. We have 3 blinks. The second you hear that word just, we should have been blinking somewhere. Because she just puts it on us and then we die. We could have survived that. We have 3 blinks. There's no reason why we don't. We got cocky because we landed a fucking beautiful pulse bomb. And because of that, Zenyatta has to fire Transcendence off because he's panicked and he shouldn't have done that, but hey, he's done it anyway. Okay, slap of coffee. Ah, beautiful. Okay, what we want to be doing is disrupting their push back in now. They have a Reaper, they have a Reinhardt, they have a D.Va bomb that's just been launched in. I'm okay-ish with us going after this, but I would have really liked to see us... Like, first of all, I would have liked to see us just shooting this Reinhardt on the way in. And the reason why I say that is because he's got Orbital Discord on him, so we can... Like, we can just shoot him, build up a little bit of ultimate charge, and make him feel real fucking uncomfortable. If you've ever played Reinhardt, you know that getting shot in the back by a Tracer is just the most frustrating thing in the world. It would have made him feel so vulnerable. He charges in, fine, we should have been killing this. Going for this is less optimal. We can kill this, like, Reaper isn't actually scary in a 1 vs 1 against Tracer. Ana is a little bit scary, but killing the Ana is so much more important. That said, we start doing a lot of damage to the Reaper. Okay, we're caught in this engagement. Just want to make sure we're outside of effective range. Now we really want to be going on that Ana. Recall, good. Really want to be going on that Ana. She's got a Discord orb on her. We really want that. Getting some good tunneling damage in the back of the Lucio. Still a little bit scary. Want to be careful about overchasing here because we want to keep contesting the point. We're in contest mode. Blink, dodge. Watch out for the Reinhardt. The Reinhardt gets us. We had a blink in the tank. We shouldn't have died there. We should be in contesting mode, and when you see this, we've got 2 blinks. You can get to the other side of the point in that time, and you should hopefully be able to survive there. But I think the big missed opportunity here is we just don't start going on the Ana early enough. Like, all the way back here, we should have been starting to harass this and make sure that Ana can't just heal this, because that leaves the Reinhardt very vulnerable, and when the Discord all went on the Ana, we could have probably killed her in no time at all. Instead, we're shooting at a Reaper, who, even if we get him low, can get Wraith Form. and just survive that little bit longer. We can kill him, but it's going to take a lot longer, and it's going to be a lot less value overall. I'm fine with us shooting the Lucio on the way in, but once we start noticing that they're actually on the point and contesting it, my priority would have started to change when like these two got together, because then killing these two becomes very difficult. I'd like to see us blink back and then try and assess what's happening on the point, because we're actually losing control completely here. Fine with the recall. I would have preferred it if we blinked onto the point rather than off it here, just to keep the contesting going as long as possible. Okay, we've lost the point. Now's the time to regroup. Now's when we don't trickle in. Now's when we don't go to the point. Unfortunately, people are going to the point. Luckily, they're getting kills. And oh, Lord. Oh, that's 4chan. That's not what we want. There we go. And yeah, here we go. So it's split into two. Beautiful. We're coming back in. Volume's too high on this one. My hotkeys aren't working. There we go, now hotkeys are working. We want to be very careful about pushing in at this point. We actually still have time. So yeah, we want to be like, just trying to regroup. And trying to just re-rally together. Okay. What? I'm gonna reload this page so it works properly, so I can actually like do what I want with it. YouTube. Okay, apparently not. Apparently it's gonna be trickier. My keyboard hotkeys aren't working. Okay then. So we want to be very careful actually about pushing into this. We still have 20%, and the fact that the team is attacked is honestly a very, very bad thing for us. Just because they're attacking without us, which means they're down DPS, they're attacking into the enemy team, which is always an advantage. And that just makes life hard for us. Like, you notice that we can't get into the point because everyone's already kind of dead, and anything we do is kind of rendered moot because everyone's already died, so we can't do anything. We just want to be shelling out damage at this point. Like, I would just be looking to shoot into the back of this diva. I want to just finish off my pulse bomb and then pull back a little bit. I would not be looking for any kind of hard engage. That was crazy, and we're going to pay for it because we're going to get run over. I can't actually step. Oh, I can't. No. My keyboard hotkeys aren't working. Imagine if we weren't dead though. Like, wouldn't that be nice? We could have contested for a little while longer. Lucio could have gotten to the point, and then we could keep the contesting ball rolling and maybe pull ourselves back in. And this is where people are saying like, no, I read 4chan. I read a lot of websites. 4chan is amongst them in terms of like V, because you get very contradictory opinions on V. I don't believe a lot of V in terms of like, I don't agree with them, but it's just an interesting sort of gauging people's statements and reactions.
I'll enjoy the quiet while it lasts. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, we're back on this map. We're back on Lijiang. Hey, my hotkeys are working. Hallelujah. Again, taking the same route. Good. Want to be doing this. Their Reinhardt's out late. To me, this is like watching a wounded duckling trying to stay afloat on the river, and we hate ducks for some reason in this analogy. It makes us sound incredibly cruel people, and I should have thought it, and see, this is my southerner Portsmouth side. We should have thought it, and I should have thought it through before I said it, because it makes me sound like an arsehole. Anyway, this is a wounded duckling. We hate ducklings. I would just go and start pissing this Reinhardt off. There's no reason for us to be going over here. The rest of the team ain't following him. They should already be on the point by now. Let's just shoot the shit out of this Reinhardt and make him feel real unhappy about his decisions. We have to recall now. Okay. And we get a kill on the Reinhardt. And you notice that, like, we were never really in danger throughout this entire process. The only time we were in danger is the time when we, like, just ran into his hammer range. And there's really no reason for us to do that. So let's go and do it. And we go and get the kill on him. They've lost a Reinhardt. They've lost 2,500 hit points. That's just gone from their team now. Now we're in a great position. Now let's just reset our focus. Hey, Anna. Hi, friend. We're going to rejoin the fight and start focusing on you again. Anna is now dead. Okay, let's go on the Lucio. And the reason why we're focusing on Lucio instead of Diva is simple. It's that everyone should just be focusing on Lucio, because if everyone's focusing on Lucio, someone's going to hit him. And he's gonna die. D.Va should be an easy kill. Imagine there's a temptation to hit Q. Do not hit Q. We don't need to. Good. Easy kill on the Pharah. This Pharah should have got out ages ago. Reaper, and get an easy kill on Reaper. You notice in these 1 versus 1 fights, like, Pharah is kind of scary, Reaper kind of isn't. Because we can stay at about this distance, and he isn't scary, suddenly. Notice that we're trailing instead of leading. If we were just leading a little bit, it would have worked a lot better. That was close. You could have blown our head off there, but hey, we still get him. Don't like that recall, just because there are 2 large health packs and we're not that low. There's a large health pack that way, there's a large health pack that way that's just been picked up. I would have just gone that way, picked up the large health pack inside the room, and then gone back to the point. Then I would have had recall intact. It shouldn't matter too much, but it's a little optimization. Let's stop Anna getting back. Be a little bit careful about, again, just this, where we're just running in a straight line. Like, if I was this Anna, and I'm going to make this bold statement because I think I'm a pretty good Anna with sleep darts, if I was getting shot by you, and you did this, you would have been hit by sleep dart about now. I would have just turned and fired it. And then you would have been shot and grenaded and killed. Like, this is just risky. Again, we want to be zigzagging a little bit, or we want to be blinking to reposition. Especially the second we start seeing a shoot around us. Good reaction on the recall. Perfectly fine reaction on the recall. Good going out, going back in. We have a kill opportunity there. We don't get it. She picks up the health pack. That's fine. Blinking away. Ignore this now. Like, we want to try and keep her in vision, but honestly, we want to be looking more at the Reaper or at the D.Va on the point. Because once she rockets up, she is now out of effective range. Like, Tracer has really aggressive damage drop-off. She didn't used to. I remember back in the beta when she did actually have a lot more range than she does now. It was terrifying. So we don't actually want to be shooting at this so much anymore. We want to keep the camera kind of on her so we can see what she's doing, but we want to be looking for opportunities to shoot this or the Reaper coming in. Now that she's landed, now, oh yeah, oh baby, she's just used her jump jet, so that's all us. Now that's all us. She's in, like, Pharah is a big chunky target. She's very easy for us to kill when she's on the ground. So it's just like very rapidly adjusting your target priority just to make sure that the damage just keeps on rolling out. One thing I also will comment on that you're doing very, very well is using melee. This is a bold grenade that almost gets the target, and we'll overlook that. But you're using melee very well to get finishing blows, so if you aren't aware that melee does 30 damage, it's a very, very good way to finish stuff off. Tracer has a reload time of 1 second, by the way. She empties her clip in 1 second as well. So there's a very sort of big flow to Tracer, and I call it like the rhythm of Tracer. When you shoot, and then you blink while you're reloading, because blinking doesn't actually cancel reloading. Meleeing does, it extends it. That's why you should only really melee for a killing blow, or to just guarantee some damage. Because you're interrupting that 1 second animation, you can very often sort of lock yourself out of reloads. Otherwise, we're doing fine. Like, they are now trickling in, and we are just punishing them for it. Now, though, the game has changed. Okay? They've got a Symmetra. This means one of 2 things, but honestly, like, don't just start scoffing and laughing and going, ha, they have a Symmetra. Oh, someone's tilted on their team. We win now. Someone's gone crazy. They've picked Symmetra on attack. Because we're playing Tracer, Symmetra kills you. Symmetra hates you. Symmetra makes your existence into pure fucking hell, okay? What Symmetra does is simple. She sets up a zone around her that says, you ain't coming here. This is no longer you. We do good damage here. We might be able to get a finishing blow here, but when D.Va gets here, honestly, I am scared at this point. If I was playing, I would be scared to blink into that, because D.Va can just keep this up, and then she will just kill us, and any turret she has makes it very hard for us to do anything. This is honestly where I'd be going right now. Because that's just a free kill. We can blink over, land a bunch of headshots into him, and then he has to either wraith form somewhere. Where's he going to go? There's no health packs in range for him, so we could probably kill him. This is suicide. We get knocked off, but we were dead there no matter what. Luckily, Reaper dies too, so it's not too big a loss. Symmetra makes it very hard for us to do our job. Playing against the Symmetra is very difficult. Very difficult. So what we want to do now is be very, very aware of where the Symmetra is, and if they take the point back, spoiler, they take the point back, anytime we engage, we now have to be so careful. We want to blink around at a long range and try and pick off every turret we can before we engage, because again, we survive by not taking damage. Symmetra deals guaranteed damage. Bad for us. Thank you so much, by the way, for the sub. Gerund or Gerund? To me, it reads like Gerund. Gerund789, thank you so much for joining the many. Great to have you on board. Thank you for the support. Got you something! Doesn't, unfortunately, land. Does it get eaten? Where does that pulse bomb go? Yeah, it goes right into the pulse bomb. We want to be very careful around D.Va. Just in general. Like, D.Va plus pulse bomb is very, very tricky. Okay, we want to be skirting around, and now that they're on the point, honestly, like, our job now is actually ridiculously hard because they have the Symmetra. We blink a little bit too far away here. I think we could have just safely hidden behind a pillar. And you notice how, like, slow we are when we get hit by the turrets? Yeah, that's also really bad for us, as we're a hero based on evasion. We can't afford to be slow. We can't afford to take all this damage from the Symmetra. Like, we almost die here because we lost 50 hit points, and now we've been forced off the point. We can't do our job anymore because Symmetra is stopping us doing it. Can almost finish this off. Once she starts getting healed by the Ana, I'd say that that's when our target priority on her stops. And we want to try and get to some kind of support. Ana healing her at that distance, we cannot out DPS this healing. As long as Ana is reliably landing the shots, and she's not being attacked right now, so she probably is, we ain't killing that. We probably wanted to go through this door and try and get to that large health pack. And now, honestly, they've taken the point. We shouldn't actually be scared at this point, right? We're on 99%. They have a Symmetra. As long as we play this correctly and patiently, we win. The only way we lose this is if we keep blundering in and keep running in over-aggressively and making mistakes, like getting 2 people knocked off by running into a pathway that, honestly, you guys shouldn't be taking. They have a Lucio. They have a Pharah. We're going to get... And they have a Diva. We're going to get knocked off if we go this way. Always take the back route against this combo. That's more for the team in general, not so much for you. Again, we want to, honestly, like, what I would be looking to do is I wouldn't be looking to even get on the point. We want to clear that off. Like, we definitely don't want to be running at it. We just want to clear it off, and we want to just be, like, sharking around. We're not looking to fight. We're looking to just get rid of the turrets. Because when we get rid of the turrets, then we can fight. If we try and fight before getting rid of the turrets, this ends up happening where we just blinked in and we're instantly down 50 hit points. And we instantly have to run out. We either have to pick up health now or recall. We're going to have to go pick up health. We definitely should not be re-engaging on this health point. You notice how scary it is at the moment? We almost get the point. Soldier 76 is coming in with an ult. Okay. We should want to be bombing this. Whiff the bomb. He still dies. Okay. The reason I said we... Actually... No, we don't want to be bombing this. Actually, that's complete bullshit. Disregard what I just said. We don't want to be bombing this because this guy's already dead. We can just kill this, and we're already taking the point. Roadhog's, like, this Reinhardt, there's nothing he can really do except charge, and if he charges, he gets hooked. He has to fight this Roadhog. We can just help shell this guy down. There's no need to actually drop the bomb here. We can hold on to this bomb for a little bit longer, I think, and then we would have better use of it a little bit later. Again, don't worry about shooting this far. It's not that useful. We want to be cutting off stuff coming towards the point. Now that Farah's down on the ground, now we can shoot her. But what we really want, like, imagine if... because they're going to be, like, running out as fast as they can. Imagine if we had a pulse bomb, we could have just sit and camp this doorway that they pretty much have to go through and get an easy bomb on that, for example. Again, let's make this Reinhardt's life hell. But now there's Symmetra around behind us, so good blinking away from it. We want to stay the fuck away from Symmetra, because she's scary. Keep making this Reinhardt's life hell, but once we're on the point, then we want to be shifting focus. Again, simply because if Ana starts healing this target, there's no way we're killing it. So we want to be switching focus, going on the Ana. Got a Discord on her. We definitely want to be getting on the Ana as quickly as we can. You notice Reinhardt isn't dying. That's just because Ana's out healing our DPS, and he can just keep rotating his barrier around and causing problems. Now they've all gone to the point. Now we're in trouble because this turret's getting up on the point as well. So now we have to do, like, our chores. You know, Symmetra is like that. Symmetra is a very strict mom who makes you do your chores and makes, you know, you get home from school, you're tired, you just want to relax, and Symmetra goes, no. That is not allowed. Okay, let's not do the racist accent, but that's not allowed. You got to do your chores. You got to clean your room. You got to do your homework. You got to feed the cat. You got to take the garbage out. You got to do all this stuff before then you can go and have fun. That's Symmetra. That's what playing Symmetra feels like. You got to do your chores. You got to kill all the turrets off. You got to make sure there's no turrets around. You got to make sure Symmetra doesn't get in range. You got to beam on you, which, let's be honest, these days is very easy because if you don't do your chores or don't do your homework, you get smacked down by, I don't know, the biotic grenade that is life. And you know, she's got your best intentions in mind, because if you don't clear off the turrets and you don't do your chores, you don't learn discipline, and you end up playing video games on the internet like me, and yeah, it feels bad, man. I mean, look at me. Like, if you don't kill some extra turrets, this is what you turn into. If that doesn't scare you, nothing will. Good focus, again, good focus. Now we're purely, like, now we're actually a little bit scared, right? And honestly, we want to be very careful when we're engaging here. We just want to be trying to shell out as much as we can onto this. She has shields. Just pointing this out, she has shields. There's a shield generator on the point. That's how scary things have gotten. We actually don't want to be overfollowing this. The second that Diva gets the ult, We want to stay the fuck away from this now. This is overchasing. We just wanted to blink out. We have to recall. Definitely don't want to be blinking in. You notice how much damage we take the second we blink in. We're instantly down to 50 health. We instantly have to run away. Farah almost has kill potential on us right now. We just definitely want to get health. Farah knows where we're going to be going. So it's honestly very scary at the moment. We managed to pick it up and managed to keep it going. We're shooting. Dodging the Farah. Fuck the Farah. We're losing a fight on the point. This is not the target we need to be shooting right now. Like, we're chasing this is happening, everyone's died on the point. To a Symmetra. Because we can't handle Symmetra. And we lose. And it feels bad, right? It feels bad at that point, because it feels, if we were on 99%, it feels like we should have won. Why did we lose, is the question. Why did we lose this map? We know what this is going to be, though. This is the beautiful, beautiful pulse bomb. As we set up on the point, looking for target stations in, with Tracer going in for the kill, wounding Lucio, finally gets a kill on him, lands the melee slap, 3 targets clumped up, pulse bomb almost ready. Can she land it? Can she find it? Lands a slam dunk right into Reinhardt's back. Everyone clumps up for it, and down everyone goes. Okay, why did we lose? I'll get that out of the way. And we lose simply because people just keep trickling in, and no one stops, and we get out of sync, and we start taking fights where the team isn't there. And we don't do our homework, and we don't take the garbage out, and that kind of stuff as well. Like, right now, we should be in what I would call, like, poking mode. We should just be poke. We definitely shouldn't be diving for a hard engage, which is sort of what this is starting to become now. Now we're kind of engaged. Now we're in and fighting. When this happens, we want to be pulling back out, because if that D.Va was a little bit more accurate, I need to just move myself out of the way a bit, we would have died. We would have died pretty quickly. I definitely don't want to be blinking towards this. And like, this just happened over and over again on this map, where no one's just grouping up, just pushing together. No one's doing the homework. If you guys push from the bridge, you could have just killed the shield generator. Like, that's the insane part here. Is if the team gathered up and pushed from this way, the shield generator just dies, because it's not even in cover. And we had a good, like, 50% on the clock. Like, it's not at the moment, but by the time that shield generator went up, we had about 60% on the, like, on their timer. We had time to do that. But we didn't do our homework, we didn't do our chores, and suddenly Symmetra completely shuts us down, and Symmetra, and you see, like, they get the shield generator. And then, and get monkey please for Symmetra. It's kind of correct, but it's not even needed. Yeah, like, this is not technically a good Symmetra map, so... And then we're just focusing on the wrong target here. Like, we don't need to be dealing with this far at the moment. We wanted to be on the front line helping the fight over here, where everyone's dying. We just get split apart, everyone loses kind of track of the plan, everyone starts doing their own thing, and then it just falls apart, because the enemy team just basically stays together, stands on the point, supports each other, and they win. And I'd say at, like, gold level, especially gold, platinum... Like, gold platinum, I'd say, is where it happens the most, but it's usually games come down to the team playing as a team the most. And when you're playing Tracer... When you're playing, this lovely lady here, you really gotta be aware of where can I maximize my team's potential? Where can I engage where it's safe for me to engage and I can be annoying and be a problem? But the A can't just turn around and deal with me. And hey, Veleta Karlig. Is that Veleta Karlig? Yes, it is. Veleta Karlig. Welcome, or Velator. Velator Karlig. Velator sounds like a title. It sounds like, the evil space empire. Velator Karlig. I'll send the Armada to these coordinates and destroy the rebellion. At least that's what it sounds like to me. Anyway, yeah, where can we maximize our effectiveness in terms of, like, where can we start dealing damage where the enemy team just can't turn around and all kill us? And if you've played support and you've played those games, then this is where, like, playing a lot of heroes kind of helps feel out the game. That's why I say in quick play, you should probably try and experiment around a little bit. When you're playing in a comp, you want to focus more on specific heroes, but in quick play, and if you play support, you know this feel, right? You know how this feels. And there's a Tracer, and you just stood there going, why isn't anyone killing the Tracer? Why isn't anyone doing anything about the Tracer? The Tracer's just been in my arsehole the entire game. They might not kill you all the time, but it's so distracting and so annoying that you can't do anything. And you're constantly watching your back. That's the sign that a Tracer's kind of doing well. And if you are dying, then that's the sign of a really good Tracer who's really doing their job. And that happens because the Tracer is engaging when the rest of their team is engaging, so no one can peel away to deal with it. No one can peel away to start doing stuff about it. Rather than getting sort of this desync that tends to happen. And this happens to me all the time, where I will get desynced from my team, and I'll start running in and fighting, and just, like, all 5 of them turn around and kill me. And in my brain, at the spur of the moment, it goes, well, all 5 of them will turn around and kill me. Where are you guys? What are you guys doing? It's actually my fault. I'm the arsehole in that instance. I'm the one causing the problem. I need to be waiting a little bit longer for the rest of my team to engage. Use that as a cover, as a distraction, get in, get the damage done, get a great pulse bomb landed because people are moving to engage something else that isn't me, so I can put it down somewhere more effective and get value off that. Now's a great time to start asking questions. By the way, Twitch chat, I'm going to bring you in. I'm going to be answering questions for about 20 minutes. So I'm going to bring up my little timer sheet. Like, this is what I use for cooking as well. It's our 20-minute timer. Let's get